In a previous lesson in this course, academic conversation was found to be similar to a conversation going on between different parties. The metaphor of a room full of people talking and we as researchers arriving late was presented. Indeed, research report writing is in the same sense similar to a conversation going on. By writing a research report, we, metaphorically speaking, say something in this conversation. But in order to be able to say something, one, especially someone who has arrived late, needs to listen carefully and hear all parties and all angles of the topic of the conversation so that he or she can contribute to it. This is no different in academic writing, especially in research report writing. In order to be able to present our findings in a piece of research, we need to explore all the knowledge in the world related to a specific topic that we are interested in, or the specific research question we have. Here, there's a big challenge, because the knowledge base is really big and might take years, even ages to cover. But it is required of a researcher to first cover all angles of the topic that he or she is interested in, and then choose and read the most important works in that particular field before conducting the research and reporting the findings. So here's a challenge before we start our research process, which will finally become the research report. Finding literature on all angles of our research question and selecting and reading the most important of this. Given the huge knowledge base, this is a challenging undertaking. When talking about search strategies for literature, we mentioned random search strategy, which is putting in random search terms into databases and seeing what is available and downloading a couple of random articles or books or book chapters to read to familiarize ourselves with the particular research question that we are interested in. After that, we presented cited reference search, which is a bit more systematic approach to searching for literature, in that we go to the reference section of overview materials or reference materials and follow the links to external sources where we can find more literature. These two strategies or approaches to literature search have their own advantages, and they can be really useful in the research process. But they fall short of fulfilling the requirement or the challenge, meeting the challenge that we have. Covering the literature on all angles of our topic and choosing the most important literature related to the research question that we have at hand. So this previously discussed two search strategies won't be able to fulfill this requirement. And therefore, we need to search for another strategy that can meet the demands. In this sense, I would like to introduce you to building block search. Search strategy that is more systematic and that's more comprehensive than the previously mentioned two search strategies. There are two basic steps to doing building block search for literature. Number one, finding a multidisciplinary database that covers most of the literature in the world, a search engine that's powerful enough to get information from almost all databases in the world. Secondly, generating search terms, precise search terms to use in this database to extract the most relevant information. So this building block can be carried out in these two simple stages. This search can be carried out on various databases, some of them at ADA University, starting from Summon to JSTOR, Francis and Taylor, and so on. But in order to get optimum results, we need to check a multidisciplinary database that draws on information from various other databases. One example of such a database can be the Web of Science by Thomson Reuters. The Azerbaijan Ministry of Education has bought subscription to this database, and now it can be used free of charge at institutions in Azerbaijan. So ADA Libraries also subscribe to this service, a database large enough that can give us access to the most of the world's knowledge base. So now that we have selected a database where we would like to carry out our research, it's time to focus on generating search terms related to our research question so that we can get related, relevant information literature. So first of all, it is important to have a research question. And we write down the research question so that we can see it, writing it at the top. Looking at the research question, we can see that it is composed of three significant components. Number one, the neighborhood or community composition. Number two, the child. And number three, cognitive development. So this is a question composed of three facets or three components. This is very significant as it will help us to generate search terms directly related to the facets of the research question. So we write the facets below the research question divided into three facets. And for each facet, we generate some search terms, related search terms, so that they bring us results related to the question. So we have three facets and related search terms for each facet. Remember that search terms or related search terms can also be in another language if you would like to explore foreign language literature. Finally, let's bring together the database that we have found, the Web of Science, and the search terms that we have generated related to our research question. The research question has three facets, and these facets have related terms, which are basically synonyms of the word in the facet. So I'll put the synonyms into the search engine. The first facet was about community or neighborhood differences. And we came up with some more synonyms for this facet in order to expand our search. So I'll put in, so here are our terms. You can add as many synonyms as you like, and it will further expand your search, which is a good feature. But please remember that we need to connect these terms with Boolean operators. We will use OR to connect them. basically OR expands your search. It searches for this. If it doesn't find this, it will search for this, or for this, or for this, or for this. Basically, by choosing OR Boolean operator, you tell the system to give you sources which are related to all of this. So it is an expanding function in the search. So I'll hit the search button to search for the first facet of our question. Let's now try the second facet of the question, which was the child. So I'll put in the child, okay, and all of them connected with OR so that it gives me information related to all of them. And we hit the search button to search for these terms. Here we are, we get 1,279,257 works that are related to our topic, the second facet of our research question. Now let's go back and try the third facet of the question, which was cognitive development. So cognitive development, effective learning, or mental growth. Those are the terms that we have come up with, but as you check dictionaries, encyclopedias, and reference materials, you can come up with better terms to improve your search results. So all connected with OR to expand, and hit the search button. Here we are, we get 13,000 results. So using the OR Boolean operators, we expanded our search as much as possible, and now it is time to narrow it down to get the most related, the most important information about our research question. So if we just go to search history, all our searches have been recorded here. So we've carried out 3 searches, one about the community difference, social difference, status difference, and difference in social environment, all connected with OR to expand our search. Another one about cognitive development, effective learning, and mental growth. And another one about child, learner, schoolboy, student, or schooler. So 3 all connected with OR to expand our search. Now it is time to connect these 3 to get the results that are the most important and most relevant to our topic. So I will connect this 3 searches that we have carried out, and I will combine them with AND, which is telling the system to combine and give us results that overlap. So hit the combine button. Here we are, we get the most important 620 sources. That is still a significant number. Reviewing all the 620 articles, books, or book chapters is not easy work, and therefore we can use further filters on the left side to narrow it down. So the first thing is we are looking for primary literature and research reports. Therefore, it would be better to exclude the review articles, to exclude book reviews. Book chapters would be relevant, so we will keep it. Proceedings papers will be good. So articles, proceeding papers, and book chapters. So we can further refine our search by author, research area,
conference title, language, if you are interested in different languages, etc. So the research area we have is educational research. That's what we are interested in. Probably also psychology. So those two areas will be our most interesting to us. You can also try the others as you wish. So here we are with 330 results. So we got 330 results that the system has given us. This is so much that the system can help us. The rest is up to us. We have to use our own power to sieve through these titles and abstracts to choose relevant ones to our research question. Thank you very much for your attention.